Assalamualaikum everyone. What up, though? What up? Where my Detroit people at? Okay, what up, though? So, welcome to Wayne State University. In 2008, I showed up in here a week short of classes, and I was trying to figure out how am I going to go to school. I sat with a counselor, and she was like, okay, you're coming from Wayne County, you have 64 credits, 59 of them can transfer. Social work, cultural anthropology, or education. She said, I see you in 3 days. No, make it 2, because if not, you won't go to school. In 2 days, I had to run around and get all my papers, call my people in France, call my people in Senegal to get my transcript, had to pay West $400 so they can do the equivalence for me to go to school. I went to social work. So to be back in here, it's a full circle moment for me. Because when we graduated, they call us Wayne State Warrior. And if you go to Wayne State, you know that in order to graduate, you really have to be a warrior. Because it's not for the faint of heart. But Wayne State has showed me and prepared me for what lies around. It was so hard just to align yourself. Everything I have to call back home, all my paperwork have to be checked and double checked. And I really start feeling what it was to be another person in another country. I sat in classes with no language access. I took math, and I failed my math class because I was like, this is not what I learned back home. We don't set our operation this way. My statistics class was not good, but I struggled through it. And I often find myself the only Senegalese, the only French-speaking, the only African girl. When I graduated, I was the only Senegalese in my whole class. But that is just a small excerpt of what African and Black migrants go through here. So today we are here to talk about who we are as Black migrants in the state of Michigan, to talk about where we come from, what have we brought to this great state, but how also this great state of Michigan have to welcome us. How are we building relationship together? How are we being a minority within a minority and still having our needs taken care of? How they're gonna carve a new shoe that can fit us, but also how are we gonna show up for the neighborhood where we live? So this is the first time, and I am so happy and so proud that you guys are here with us, that we can engage into this conversation, that we can come up with what the recommendations are, that we can get to encounter each other again and present ourselves again. So look at people who are next to you. You might have known them, but today is the time to reintroduce yourself to your neighbor, to your friend, to your colleague. They get to know more about who we are. We get to hear about what the state of Michigan have more to offer so that tomorrow we can all build together. So thank you so much for being here today.